Our next guest knows the danger of fringe politics firsthand. In November, he lost his congressional seat to an opponent who went on to push the Stop the Steal narrative and called coronavirus a phony pandemic. Former Republican Congressman from Virginia, Denver Riggleman, who is now dedicating his time to fighting misinformation, joins me now. Good to see you. So I'm so curious to hear how you saw last night's vote. Republicans essentially leaving it up to the Democrats to take action against Green. What does that tell you?
Well, it frightens you a little bit. I think we should have taken care of our own house. And when you see somebody who's doing the type of things that she was doing, and by the way, it's continued. It wasn't just 2018. I, like you showed on the graphic there, not only am I the senior or one of the chief strategists for the Network Contagion Research Institute, I'm also working with the American Jewish Congress on anti-Semitism and conspiracy theories. But she actually was active with QAnon posting in 2019, active in 2020 in December, where she deleted a tweet supporting QAnon. So, the issue that we have right now is we have somebody who has a problem with the truth, never seen a conspiracy theory she doesn't like. And now we have a conference that's making excuses for somebody who really has done damaging things. And when I say damaging, I'm talking about bigotry, racism, anti-Semitism, and pushing fantasies. And that's probably not the playbook to win for the Republican Party in the future.
Well, the way the leader, McCarthy, frames it is the party is big enough for everyone. It's got to be a big tent. And by the way, her voters knew who she was when they elected her. What do you say to that?
I think, I was talking about this before, how you help with the voters also, because a lot of people talk about the candidates. We got a voter issue also. And how do we reach them and ensure that disinformation isn't pushing them into votes or not sort of making them or allowing them to pre-select these crazy echo chambers where they go there for their information? And I think we need to have some kind of disinformation squeeze. We have people brave enough at the local levels that speak out about this. And by the way, you could lose. People might not like you. Right. And that's hard for people, it seems, which sort of for me, obviously, I've had no problems angering the left and the right. But people might not like you. But there has to be a squeeze from the bottom and squeeze from the top, and seeing these. And if we can push that together and we can squeeze out the disinformation on each side and go back to facts and policies, that's what we need to do. But I got to tell you, we got a problem on both ends of the spectrum, at the grassroots and the committee level and at the leadership level. And that makes it very difficult for people like me to get our message through on how conspiracy theories can destroy the fabric of our debate and what we do as legislators.
And the number of people who push back on the other side has been so small. Senator Ben Sasse was one of the Republicans who spoke out against Trump's tactics in the wake of the attack on Capitol Hill. So now you've got some people in the Nebraska Republican Party who want to censure him. And I want to play a bit of his response to that yesterday.
The anger has always been simply about me not bending the knee to one guy. Personality cults aren't conservative. Conspiracy theories aren't conservative. Lying that an election has been stolen, it's not conservative. Acting like politics is a religion, it isn't conservative.
Here's some other facts. Donald Trump lost the election. He lost the popular vote in both elections. Republicans lost control of the Senate. Given those facts, are you surprised by the staying power of folks who think that a Ben Sasse has no place in the party?
I'm not, because, again, it is metastasized and cemented in the Republican Party right now at certain levels about disinformation. And welcome to the censure club. I'm like the Virginia king of censures. I enjoy them. They're almost fun now. I get so many of them. But it is interesting what he's saying. We have gone from the party of rugged individualism to having an authoritarian daddy. And I think that's what he's talking about. Is that conservatism? I thought Republicans were about institutions and rule of law and individual freedom, not about a guy taking care of you. It's just insane to me. However, that's what sort of is spread across the Republican Party in the base based on the amount of influencers at the political level, right? And the crazies like Sidney Kraken and Lynn Powell, right? And Rudy Giuliani. Let's just face it. When you're talking about the Kraken and Stop the Steal, by the way, Stop the Steal is inherently QAnon. So again, if you're talking about those things still today, you're still part of the disinformation problem. And what Ben is saying, and I'm glad he's here, because I did the QAnon resolution months ago. I'm glad people are joining this bar fight. But what he's saying is that we have got to look at what it means to be a conservative. And we have to reach out to these voters on individualism and what we stood for, right? National defense, smaller government and taxes, and again, we've changed.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.